All right, everybody. Welcome back to In the Pit with Jeff. Just thought I'd give you an update on what we've been up to for the last couple days. Well, not really working on it every day, but on the cowl, I got the access doors. I believe it's for the coolant and maybe oil. Anyways, I got those all filed out and got the corners kind of rounded out. Son got me a bunch of files. I believe these are like a diamond file or whatever for doing my plastic models, and that came out. I worked out pretty good to get in there and do the corners and the straight edges. Managed to scribe in the panel lines. There's a few little whoopsies there that should fill in with some primer. A few spots where I hit where there was filler in the cowl. I just got to go back and touch those up, but we pretty well got those in. Oh, sorry guys, sit my butt down. I missed this lower roll of rivets. I was looking through my books of pictures and seeing that I missed those. But anyways, we got them in. Those ones I just used. I'd made up a brass tip insert for the soldering gun, and then I can change the side of the size of the brass tubings that I need for. So I use that soldering iron for these little rivets. Go over here. I have another soldering iron for doing that's for burning in the little rivets in the wing and the fuselage. Sometimes the ends, it won't focus, I don't think. Sometimes like the ends will get plugged with your paint and stuff. So I just take a little bit of a pin and dig them out. And I'm not sure if you've seen this tip before. Get it to focus against something. It's just a little slot for doing the little crosses in the Dzus fasteners. Basically, I just I'll stand back up. Just take my straight edge and line it up, and then just using different size C-clamps, vice grips, a little clamp to get into smaller spots where I needed to clamp straight edges down, different size straight edges and stuff. And then I found, where's it here? I found this X-Acto kind of blade. So I used that, and I just kept, sorry about that, out of frame, kept scoring it along, just along the straight edge and stuff, drag it along, and then I would work it back and forth, digging in a bit. And then what I did was I took my old, after I did all the lines and removed the straight edges, took my little worn out center punch here, and then I just carefully stuck it in the groove and worked it back and forth just to widen it a bit. And then you can see where it'd kind of slip out a bit, make a little mark, but primer should fill all that stuff. So pretty well the cowl is almost ready to go. From here we have Princess Auto, so I think this is Power Fist. It's just a set of punches that you can change the sizes on for if you wanted to make. I don't know if they were using this, if this would be for leather or whatever work too, but you can mostly for gaskets, punching different size holes if you were making your own gaskets. And one of the tips was, see if it would focus, is pretty small. So what I did is I took this and I would just stick it to where I wanted a Dzus fastener, and I just did some twirlies, and it actually marked in there a bit. And of course I had to put a glove on because my palm on my hand was getting sore. What else can we talk about on this thing? I guess that's pretty well it about how it's come along. Got some details in her. I'll work on making probably make some brass hinges up for these to access, and then I'll probably do one will be probably for filling the fuel, and the other one will be maybe air for the retracts in her. But yeah, she's come along. Just thought I'd give you a quick update and let you know how we're doing. We're still here. And again, using this bendy. This is, see if it'll focus. We talked about this before. What's it called? Sorry about that. Statler. I don't know if it'll show up in there. You guys can see that, but this is the bendy. This thing works so slick for, like I said, for setting up your curves. You could just bend that around and lightly draw your lines and stuff. This thing works so slick. You can bend it whichever way you want. I guess it's a flexible French curve. But anyways, that's about it. We'll leave it at that. I didn't get out to the aircraft spruce just up the road from us at the airport to get my PVA spray, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. They're not open on, they weren't open on Saturdays they start that Saturdays back in opening in May, I guess. So on that note, we'll leave you to it. Everybody have a safe day, and we'll see you later on from in the pit, April 12th in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Talk to you guys later. Bye.